Hi, and welcome back to my mini Bible study session. Today we are reading 2 Kings chapter 11, and we're focusing on verse 17 to 18, and it reads as follows. Jehoiada then made a covenant between the Lord and the king and people that they would be the Lord's people. He also made a covenant between the king and the people. All the people of the land went to the temple of Baal and tore it down. They smashed the altars and idols to pieces and killed Matan, the priest of Baal, in front of the altars. This chapter specifically that I'm reading, it reminds me of when we get saved. When we get saved and start doing the Lord's work, that as much as we were living in sin and participating in sinful things, when you get saved, you participate in things that glorify the Lord's kingdom. When you get saved, you start spreading the gospel of God. You start telling people about the goodness of God. You start telling them of obedience and living righteously. So, we always say that your salvation is just not for you, but also for the people around you, that they need to start seeing how you live for God and how peaceful you are by living for God, and they too start having that desire to live for God. That's the purpose of having your salvation right on track, right? And in this chapter, when they decide to live for God, when they decide that they're going to be the people for God, they go to the people that worshipped Baal and they tear down those things. And that's exactly what we need to do as children of God, that when you get saved, you start tearing down things that are sinful, things that you see that maybe your friends or maybe your parents or your family members are living in, and you know that that does not glorify God. You start telling them about the word of God. You start spreading the gospel, as the Bible advises us to, that we need to start saving souls. That when you are saved, you don't sit comfortably saying, as long as you are saved. No, it doesn't work like that with Christ. You need to save other souls. You need to disciple. You need to walk in the right path that glorifies God. You need to walk as a disciple of Christ, right? Saving his children and bringing them back to Christ. It's really a reminder to say that when you are saved, when you are Christian, when you are a child of God and you know God and you've seen the goodness and mercy of God over your life, and you have that desire in your heart that, God, because you did it for me, I also want you to do it for my friend. I want you to do it for my neighbors. I want you to do it for my colleagues, wherever, people that you know that don't know God, but you as a child of God, you want God to do it for them also.